If you're holding on to your Pi coins dreaming they'll someday be worth over $300,000 each, you're not alone. But what if I told you that while some pioneers believe Pi is heading straight for the moon with a global value of $314,159 per coin, crypto experts are shaking their heads calling it a pure fantasy? Today's episode is going to blow your mind as we unpack this bizarre number, the community's obsession with it, and why some insiders are labeling the whole movement a cult. Yes, you heard that right. A cult of coin believers aiming for the stars while the token currently floats around just 60 cents. So, here's the big question for you. Do you believe Pi coin could ever be worth $314,159? Or is this just another crypto fairy tale? Drop your answer in the comment section below, and don't forget to check out my previous Pi Network videos, linked in the description, to catch up on everything from the open mainnet launch to price action updates. Also, if you're watching this and proud to be part of the Pi Network movement, I want you to drop Pi Network to the moon and your country name in the comments right now so we can shout out pioneers from around the world. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to show some love and help us continue bringing you honest, entertaining, and powerful updates on Pi Network and all the crypto drama that comes with it. Join our Telegram and Facebook communities too, links in the description. And just so we're clear, this video is for entertainment purposes only and not financial advice of any kind. Now let's get started. The crypto world has seen some wild things, but nothing quite compares to what's happening in the Pi Network community right now. You've probably seen the posts, the hashtags, maybe even entire live streams dedicated to one specific number, 314,159. That's not a typo, that's 314,159 US dollars. And it's what some Pi Network believers are convinced each Pi coin will someday be worth. How did this number become the gold standard in the eyes of so many? It didn't come from an official white paper, it wasn't declared by the Pi Core team. In fact, there's no formal documentation backing it at all. It all started with a man named Bao Rongjiang. Back in February 2022, at an international seminar no less, he threw out this astronomical valuation and suggested that the Pi community adopt it as their global consensus value, the GCV. And the Pi faithful? Oh, they ran with it. This wasn't just a meme that came and went. This was a rallying cry, a movement. Suddenly, pioneers across the globe began treating $314,159 as the ultimate target. They called on others to join in. They built networks. They hosted countrywide events. They named themselves Pi ambassadors, promoting the dream like missionaries of digital wealth. From the outside, this looked more like a cult than a crypto community. And honestly, that's what some critics are calling it. While the community buzzed with dreams of sky-high valuations, real-world market behavior painted a very different picture. Pi, now trading at around 60 cents, has seen more dips than lifts in the past few months. Remember when it touched $3 briefly? That hype didn't last long. And no exchange, especially not the big boys like Binance or Coinbase, has come forward to support the $314,159 dream. Let's talk about reality for a second. For a cryptocurrency to have any serious valuation, it needs one thing above all: utility. That's the backbone of Bitcoin. That's what gives Ethereum power. That's why Solana keeps making headlines. Real-world use, strong decentralized applications, serious demand. But Pi? As of now, it's still relying mostly on hope, hashtags, and community dreams. Even when Pi finally opened its mainnet, after nearly 6 years of anticipation, the buzz didn't translate into financial value. There was no sudden price explosion, no mass adoption event, no breakthrough on decentralized apps. Instead, what we saw was what many skeptics had been warning about: a community inflated on hype without the liquidity to back it up. Then came the heavy hitters. Ben Zhou, CEO of Bybit, made headlines when he flat-out rejected Pi Network's listing request. Why? Legitimacy concerns. That's a nice way of saying, we don't trust what's going on here, and he wasn't alone. Crypto analysts like Hayoshin, aka Crypto Insight on X, echoed those concerns. He even pointed out that much of Pi's popularity was concentrated in regions with lower financial literacy. Places where a slogan like, "1 Pi equals 1 Bitcoin" could go viral with little resistance. That's the danger of inflated dreams. They get sold as facts. They get passed around so much, shared with so much conviction, that people start to believe them. And when they finally realize that reality doesn't match the promise, disappointment sets in, and sometimes worse. Even Justin Bonds, the founder of Cyber Capital, one of the most respected voices in crypto, didn't hold back. He called Pi Network a scam outright. No sugarcoating, no diplomacy, just a warning, stay away. And yet the Pi community keeps moving forward. It's a strange paradox. On one hand, you've got major voices calling this project a house of cards. On the other, you have millions of pioneers, over 60 million in fact, who genuinely believe they're part of the next big thing. Many of them are still waiting to convert their mined Pi into usable or tradable currency. Many are still participating in local transactions, using Pi as barter or trade value within small communities. And many still dream of the day their holdings will turn them into millionaires. And that's the real story here. It's not just about a number, it's about belief, it's about community, it's about a dream that might be completely detached from economic fundamentals but still brings people together. OneSafe, the cybersecurity firm, called the GCV dream unrealistic, pointing out that if Pi's supply hits 100 billion tokens, as the core team suggested, a $314,159 price per token would make its market cap larger than the entire global economy. That's not just unlikely, it's impossible. Pi Network has momentum, a massive user base, and potential. But slogans and hype aren't enough. As the Crypto Times put it, real value comes from real-world use. Businesses accepting Pi, apps built around it, and developers driving utility. Community is powerful, but without true adoption and purpose, every project eventually stalls. Pi now stands at a critical crossroads. The open mainnet is live, the world is watching. And now, more than ever, it's time for the project to prove itself. Can it move from being a dream to being a usable currency? Can it attract real business partnerships? Can it convince skeptics and regain momentum with facts instead of fantasies? Time will tell, but if there's one thing we know for sure, it's that the community is ready. Whether it's in Vietnam, where Pi has an enormous mining base, or Nigeria, the Philippines, India, or the USA, pioneers are still holding the line, still hoping, still building. So, while the experts might scoff at the $314,159 dream and the market might say 60 cents is the real value, this story isn't over yet. And for better or worse, the next chapter is being written by you, the community. So, to wrap it all up, today we dove deep into the whirlwind story behind the infamous $314,159 valuation for Pi Network. We looked at where it came from, why the community is so passionate about it, and why experts believe it's completely detached from reality. We also explored what it would really take for Pi Network to turn from a dream into a viable force in the crypto world. If you found this video insightful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps more pioneers find us and keeps the fire burning as we continue delivering the latest and most honest updates about Pi Network and its journey. Now here's the question I want you to answer in the comments. What do you realistically believe one Pi coin could be worth in the next 5 years? Drop your number below and let's get the conversation going. And if you've got a contribution, opinion, or even a disagreement, I'd love to hear it. Don't be shy, jump into the comments section and share your voice. Thank you so much for watching. Your time means everything. See you in my next video, and until then, stay curious, stay informed, and stay pioneering.